With Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty on the horizon, it's the perfect time to ask ourselves a question. What if Cyberpunk 2077 was successful at launch? Hey guys, it's Silver Dragon and welcome back to another episode of our What If series where we discuss the gaming industry's greatest and most intriguing what if scenarios. In this video, we're going to explore 20 possibilities and imagine what the gaming industry would look like if Cyberpunk 2077 had been a successful launch. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in. First up, we have positive reception. A successful launch would have meant that Cyberpunk 2077 would have been received positively by players and critics alike. Players would have been able to fully immerse themselves in the game's world and story without being distracted by technical issues, bugs, and glitches. Next up is increased sales. A successful launch would have led to increased sales for Cyberpunk 2077, potentially breaking sales records and boosting CD Projekt Red's revenue. This could have allowed the company to invest more in future projects and expand their team of developers. Number 3 is boost to CD Projekt Red's reputation. CD Projekt Red's reputation took a massive blow following the launches with Cyberpunk 2077. But if the game had been successful at launch, it could have boosted the company's reputation as a developer that prioritized quality and player experience. Number 4 is impact on the gaming industry. A successful launch of Cyberpunk 2077 would have set a new standard for the open-world RPG genre, and other game developers would have been inspired to create similarly ambitious games. It could have also encouraged other developers to prioritize quality over release dates, leading to more polished games in the future. Number 5 is more focus on post-release content. A successful launch of Cyberpunk 2077 would have allowed CD Projekt Red to focus on post-release content and updates, rather than spending time and resources fixing technical issues. This could have led to a more vibrant, active player community and a longer lifespan for the game. After that, we have potential awards and accolades. A successful launch of Cyberpunk 2077 would have likely led to more industry recognition, awards and accolades for the game and CD Projekt Red. This could have included nominations for major game awards, shows such as the Game Awards or the BAFTA Games, potentially winning numerous awards. Number 7 is positive fan reception. The success of Cyberpunk 2077 would have likely led to more positive reception from fans who would have been able to appreciate the game without the distraction of technical issues. This could have led to a more engaged and active community, with players sharing their experiences, creating fan content, and discussing the game's story and themes. And number 8 is more resources for future projects. If Cyberpunk 2077 had been successful at launch, CD Projekt Red would have had more resources and revenue to invest in future projects. This could have included expanding their team, investing in new technology, or pursuing more ambitious game concepts. Number 9 is increased investor confidence. CD Projekt Red's stock price took a significant blow following the launch problems with Cyberpunk 2077. A successful launch would have restored investor confidence in the company, potentially leading to a boost in their stock price and financial stability. Number 10 is potential for a successful multiplayer component. CD Projekt Red had initially planned to release a multiplayer component for Cyberpunk 2077, but the launch problems forced them to cancel this feature. A successful launch would have allowed CD Projekt Red to focus on developing and releasing the multiplayer component, potentially leading to a more successful and active player community. Next up, we have more positive press coverage. A successful launch to Cyberpunk 2077 would have likely led to more positive press coverage from gaming websites, influencers, mainstream media outlets. This could have helped the game reach a wider audience and attract new players who may not have had an interest otherwise. Number 12 is more merchandise and brand deals. Our triumphant launch of Cyberpunk 2077 would have likely led to more merchandise and brand deals for the game. This could have included clothing lines, action figures, and licensing deals for other products featuring the game's characters and world. Number 13 is increased demand for immersive experiences. Cyberpunk 2077 is a highly immersive game that transports players to a dark, dystopian future. If the game had been successful, it would have shown that players want games that offer immersive experiences that allow them to escape from reality. And number 14 is greater scrutiny of game development practices. The controversy surrounding Cyberpunk 2077's launch has led to greater scrutiny of game development practices, including crunch and unrealistic release dates. If the game had been successful, It may have led to more conversations about how to create games in a sustainable way that benefits both developers and players. After that, we have more opportunities for collaborations. A successful launch Cyberpunk 2077 would have likely led to more opportunities for the company to collaborate with other studios and developers. This could have included cross-promotional events, co-development projects, or licensing deals for CD Projekt Red's proprietary game engine, Red Engine. Next up, we have more emphasis on player choice. Cyberpunk 2077 allows players to make choices that affect the game's storyline and ending. If the game had been successful, it would have shown that players want games that allow them to make meaningful choices and shape the outcome of their story. Number 17 is greater focus on narrative. Cyberpunk 2077 has a complex, multi-layered storyline that explores themes such as identity, power, and societal decay. If the game had been successful, it would have shown that players value games with strong narratives and complex characters. Number 18 is increased interest in the cyberpunk genre. Cyberpunk 2077 is set in a dystopian future where technology has advanced to the point where humans can merge with machines. If the game had been successful, it may have sparked renewed interest in the cyberpunk genre, leading to more games, movies, and TV shows that explore similar themes. Number 19 is greater investment in the game quality. If Cyberpunk 2077 had been successful, it would have shown that players are willing to pay for high-quality games that offer immersive experiences. This could have led to more investment in game development, with publishers and developers focusing on creating games that are polished and bug-free. And finally, we have greater emphasis on player feedback. The controversy surrounding Cyberpunk 2077's launch has led to CD Projekt Red issue multiple apologies and promises to improve the game. If the game had been successful, it may have shown that player feedback is essential for creating successful games, leading to more companies actively seeking player feedback and incorporating it into their development process. Overall, a successful launch Cyberpunk 2077 would have brought many benefits to CD Projekt Red and the gaming industry as a whole. It would have allowed the company to fully showcase their vision for the game and set a new standard for open-world RPGs. While the game's launch problems were certainly disappointing, it's important to keep in mind the potential positive outcomes that could have been achieved if things had gone differently. But that's about it from my side. What do you guys think? What are your theories about Cyberpunk being successful at launch? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and join the Silver Dragon family. I upload brand new videos every week. If you have any thoughts, comments, or suggestions, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video or what you'd like to see me cover in the future. And as always, stay tuned for more great content from Silver Dragon Productions. I'm Silver Dragon, and stay silver 'cause gold is overrated.